Everybody's talking about the law of attraction. What are the truths? What are the myths? How does it work? And how does it fit in to the puzzle known as the success formula? Hey everybody, welcome to Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. And you are invited to join my son and me as we discuss the law of attraction. Eli, the law of attraction is part of the formula for success. What too many people do is they take that one little piece of the law of attraction and substitute it for the success formula. It's merely one piece of the puzzle. Now, one of the things that we must consider and accept as truth is that there is a universal planner, an infinite mind. And why is that so? Because when you look around and you see the order of things, the way the planets rotate, the way electrons go around the nucleus, all of the different elements that make up this wonderful world, there is an order to things. And one of the things that people are seeking is a certainty to that order. All right? We know you're going to have day, then you're going to have night. Right? These are things that we know. There's a certainty to that. Now, this particular thought process also extends itself to the success formula. So people are looking for a particular cause and effect relationship that's going to enable them to reach all of the goals that they want to achieve. This has been since the beginning of time. All right? Now, the law of attraction starts, as far as I'm concerned, with seek and ye shall find. The first thing you have to do is to create a vision of what it is that you want. And you have to create that vision passionately, and it has to be positive, and you have to see yourself not from the outside looking in, but as you're doing it. So if you want to be a singer on stage, then you're on stage and you're looking at the audience. You're not looking at yourself performing, you're looking at the audience. The spotlights are in your eyes. That's the way you create your visualization, as if you're watching it. And it's a moving picture. It's not a snapshot. It's something that you can see, you can feel, you can taste, you can hear. All of your senses get involved because it must be an emotional experience. Why is that? Here's the why and because. Every day, according to experts, we think 60,000 different thoughts every single day. How is the infinite mind to differentiate one of 60,000 thoughts unless you're emotionally attached to it? If you're not, then the infinite mind just looks at it and says, it's just another casual thought, and it doesn't pay attention to it. Understand this, the infinite mind, the universal planner, wants to cooperate with us. What ignites the universal mind to cooperate with us? That passionate thought, that vibe that we send into the universe, that singleness of purpose, that definiteness of purpose. Now think about this. One of the things that Einstein said, and this is brilliant, is if I were the creator, I would make things simple in order to advance the cause of mankind. So I always ask myself, if I were God, is this the way I would do it? Well, think about the beginning of mankind. I'm talking like Adam here, all right? When something needed to be done, how did it work? First of all, early man thought passionately about what it was they wanted. There weren't any distractions. There wasn't any internet. There weren't any movies, TV, radio. There were no distractions. There was that one thing and that one thing only. There was a clear vibe being sent. All right? That's number one. Number two, it was simple. There was the vibe, there was the vision, and when that happens, like we said, the universe wants to cooperate with us. How does the universe cooperate with us? The universe gives us clues. The universe gives us circumstances. The universe helps us in any number of ways. The most obvious one is through your subconscious mind, where if you think about something passionately, you're going to get a vibe, you're going to get a thought, you're going to get a mind flash. There's going to be a circumstance that's going to happen that you couldn't predict or plan. There's intuitive thought. This is the universe being anonymous. That's how it works. But the first thing is, you must have that passionate, emotional attachment to a particular goal or objective. If your approach is to just be casual, it ain't going to happen. So what is it that makes a particular thought emotional? What ties make it an emotional thought where the universe will respond? All right. First of all, like we said, it's the vision. Second of all, you must take action. You must take action. When you take action, it creates momentum. And when you take action, you don't need to have the entire plan figured out. What you need to have is a plan that just gets you to the starting line. That's what you need. A plan that gets you to the starting line. All right? Let's talk about the law of attraction a little bit more. What happens is when you have that singleness of purpose, that definiteness of purpose, that passion in your mind, this becomes a certainty. It becomes a law of nature. What do I mean by that? All right, here's the way it works. When you have one thing on your mind, everything around you starts to relate to that particular focus. Now, Anthony Robbins coined the phrase, or at least he's the one that I heard coin the phrase, reticular activation system. And then all the success pundits that are out there, they're using it like, oh my God, we've discovered this. Okay, this isn't any great discovery. Here's the way it works. If you're thinking about one particular thought, one particular thing, you start to connect all of the things around you with that one particular thought. When I'm driving down the road and I pass by a billboard and I'm not thinking of anything particular, it's a billboard, next. But if I'm driving down the road and I see a billboard, I will connect that thought to what I'm thinking. The example Anthony Robbins likes to use is like when you see a car that you like and you go out and you buy it, you saw a few of them, and then after you buy it, now you see a million of them hanging around. Okay? They were all there before, but it didn't connect because there wasn't the emotional commitment to that thought. Okay? Now, this is being a law of nature. It's both positive and negative. Let me give you a negative example. Eli, you're a young guy right now. I hope you haven't broken up with any women so far, but somewhere down the road, you're going to experience a breakup. And you're the one that's going to get your walking papers. It happens to all of us. The woman that you loved, the woman that you cared about, the woman you're ready to devote the rest of your life to, said, see ya, all right? It's going to happen. It happens to everybody. And when that happens, that's a devastating emotional experience in your heart. And you start to think of logical reasons. Oh, if only I would have done this, or only I would have done that, all right? And even though I'm telling you about it, it's still going to happen that way. I'm sorry to say, my son. You'll go through that experience. Somewhere down the road, you'll build calluses around your heart, and you won't get so heartbroken. But even so, that emotional attachment gets to you. So what's my point here? When that happens, on a negative basis, you're going to feel emotionally taken. And everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you taste is going to remind you of her. You're going to hear a song on the radio. Oh, she loved that song. Or that was the song that we love to dance to. Or she hated that song. Or you're going to smell something. You go into a restaurant, you're going to say, oh, she cooked that great. Or she was a miserable cook. Or we used to watch this TV show together. Or look, the lint on my belly button. Okay, she loved the lint on my belly button. Everything you do, hear, or say is going to connect you with that thought because it's emotionally ingrained. It's your singleness of purpose at that one particular time. That is the negative aspect. Let's turn that around. Let's make it a positive aspect. So now instead of thinking about the old girlfriend, now you have a particular dream, goal, ambition, pursuit that you have a singleness of purpose, that you can see yourself doing, that you can feel. What happens then? Everything around you is going to be connected to it because you're differentiating that one thought from the 60,000 other thoughts that you have every single day. So the infinite mind doesn't look at something and say, oh, that's negative or that's positive. It works like the law of gravity. If there's an apple up here and there's a good man sitting underneath it, boom, it's going to fall down, hit him on the head. And if there's an evil man sitting underneath it, boom, it's going to sit down. And it's a law of nature. This is what you are seeking to become a success. You're seeking for what certain steps, what step-by-step activity can I take to achieve the success level that I want to achieve. Now, I can't take you and say, here, look under this microscope and you're going to see that the law of attraction, it doesn't work that way. Some things like gravity, like electricity, we know how they work. We don't necessarily know why they work. Someday perhaps we will. This is one of those things. And how do you know when it's a law of nature? When it happens over and over and over and over. So here are the components that you have to have. First of all, you want to give yourself some quiet thinking time every single day. You want to close your eyes. You want to be alone with your thoughts. You want to visualize. You want to see the particular outcome that you're passionate about. And what if you don't have a passionate outcome yet? You still give yourself quiet thinking time. You'll find that there are a zillion thoughts that go through your mind. Discard the ones that are garbage and keep the ones that continuously, repetitiously pop up in your mind. Give those some extra thought. Perhaps that's going to be your answer. But let's suppose that you do have a particular goal, objective, outcome that you're looking for. When you have that, see it, feel it, smell it, taste it. Have it become part of you. That will ignite the infinite mind, the universal planner, to help you to achieve that goal. Now here's the thing that you need to understand about this, Eli. When you have a particular goal or objective in mind, the first thing you're going to do is try any logical solution. Okay, you're going to try this, you're going to try that, you're going to get frustrated. So how do you solve these issues? I call them unsolved opportunities. Your mindset can't be that you have a problem. Your mindset has to be that there's an unsolved opportunity that you want to pursue. All right? Now, so how do you solve this? Well, first of all, you recognize that your conscious mind, that the knowledge that you currently have right now at this moment, that's right there in the forefront, isn't adequate to solve your particular issue. So you need help from the universal planner. All right, well, we already told you how we connect with the universal planner, but here's a mistake that a lot of people make, okay? Probably more than 90% of people make, is when they have that singleness of purpose and they're thinking about something, they're thinking about all the different solutions that they've tried that have been unsuccessful. If they're not successful, they ain't ever going to be successful. Law is a law is a law is a law. All right? So what you need is a new paradigm, a new perspective, a new angle on things in order to solve your unsolved opportunity. Here's the suggestion, and I'm not the first one to give it. You are disciplined every night before you go to sleep wash your face, brush your teeth. Okay, from a little kid. Okay, it's bedtime, wash your face, brush your teeth. Okay, and you carry that discipline with you into adulthood and even being an old man. All right? The last thing you do, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, then you go to sleep. Can we add one more thing to your discipline before you go to sleep? All right, here's what we're going to add. Before you go to sleep every single night, before you make the transition from consciousness to unconsciousness, to sleep, close your eyes in that final 5 minutes before you cross the border and visualize yourself with the outcome. Don't visualize how you got there, but visualize yourself achieving that particular outcome. Why is that important? Because that ignites the infinite mind, and you're not putting handcuffs on the infinite mind, because if you suggest a solution, the infinite mind is going to see the solution and give ideas based on that solution. Now you already know that this isn't going to work because you already tried it. So don't put additional planes on the runway. Leave the runway clear so that the infinite mind can come down and land on the tarmac of success and give you the solution. Now here's something you need to understand about this, Eli. The typical person will dream, excuse me, the typical person will dream 5 to 7 different dreams every single night. Now this is your subconscious. This is how you get a mind flash. Now, do you remember all 7 of your dreams? Do you remember 5 of your dreams? There's some nights you don't remember any of them. But there are some nights when you do. All right? So what you need to do is you need to capture those. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you have a thought in your head that's, and your thoughts are going to be focused on that particular outcome that you're seeking, because that's the last seed that you planted before you went to sleep. When that happens, what you want to do is make sure that you capture the thought. All right, you can do that with a tape recorder, you can do that with a pencil and paper. What I like to do is, now it's so convenient, I just take my cell phone, I text myself a message, I just leave it on there, and then in the morning, I don't have to worry about remembering it. Now here's the other issue that comes up. Thoughts don't come to us always in completed form. In fact, most of the time, they come to us in bits and pieces. They're like puzzle pieces, okay? You can't take one piece of the puzzle and say, here's the puzzle, it's all done. You have to connect, you have to put the puzzle pieces together. So, you want to make sure that you capture each piece of the puzzle. And then the next night, go back, do your outcome again. Hopefully another piece of the puzzle will come to you. All right? This is the creative process. This is how it works. Understand this as well. When you wake up in the morning, give yourself that quiet thinking time. One of the ways that the infinite mind, one of the most productive times that the infinite mind helps us, is when we're in a relaxed state. So, by disciplining yourself to have relaxed thinking time in the morning, there's an opportunity. But there's other opportunities that happen all during the day. Einstein said that he received many of his mind flashes when he was taking a relaxing shower. When you're in a relaxed state, that is the time when the infinite mind will give you some mind flashes. Additionally, because you're focused, remember the law of attraction, remember you're focused, all right, and you're focused on that one thing, and you start to connect the things around you, you're going to get a particular, you're going to drive by a billboard, you're going to see a commercial on TV, or someone's going to say something, you're going to watch a video, and there's going to be one phrase, or there's going to be one subject, or one picture, or one something that's going to trigger something in your mind. Make sure that you capture it. Remember, intuition is the infinite mind's way of remaining anonymous. There was one time when I was thinking about, how to keep people with their mindset straight. Because everybody has anger issues. You get angry about this, you get angry about that, you get upset, this and that. Everybody's sensitive, all right? So I had my solution. I knew what I was doing, but I wanted to think of a name for what I was going to call it to transition from being in a bad state of mind to being in a positive state of mind. Okay? So I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. I'm in my car, I'm driving by, I see a billboard for the movie Transformers. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I'm going to call them. I'm going to call them Transformers. When you have that single, I mean, how many times have I driven by that billboard that said Transformers? This is the point. This is what the law of attraction is about. Okay, so you visualize, Eli, this is what the law of attraction is all about. You visualize a particular outcome passionately. You internalize it, you see it, you feel it, you taste it, you touch it. That ignites the infinite mind to be your partner, to give you ideas, to give you mind flashes, to create circumstances that you couldn't predict or plan. And then what happens is that's a piece of the puzzle, because the other piece of the puzzle is action. And if you don't take action, then your partner, the infinite mind, loses interest and will call in sick and won't be your partner anymore. So, in order to succeed, you've got to do that visualization, and you've got to take action. You've got to get to the starting line. Okay? Anyway, that's our story on the law of attraction. Our thought for the day is, hold on, I have it right here, from Judy Garland, which is, always be a first-rate vision of yourself and not a second-rate version of somebody else. And because we never end a meeting on a philosophical note, we get out there and charge! I'm Eli's dad.